everyone, and welcome to Edge of Legend. Sorry, I just felt a sudden spirit just take me. Anyway, welcome to episode 23. It's 23, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to episode 23, season 2 of Edge of Legend. Great to see you here. Let us say hello to all the people you're going to see before you. Just a heads up, in case you noticed, Sam will be taking this night off for a much needed rest. So Sam, if you're watching or if you watch this later, hope you have a good night and look forward to seeing you when we see you again. Until then, let's start off with all of our hellos, starting with Randy. Randy, please tell us who you are and who you're playing and what your pronouns are.
So, hey, everybody, I'm Randy Alvarenga. I'm playing our human druid, Lothier Vanlinson, and both of our pronouns are he, him.
Nice. Well, next up, let's say hello to Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Ilona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Nice. And next up, we have Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I am Wes. I am playing Dragon Targier, the Duskwalker Magus, and we are both he, him, and ready to mess things up today. In a good way. In a good way. I totally mean in a good way.
It's okay. Trust me. This is just, boy, we are going to learn together. And next up, the Queen of Chaos, the Sovereign of Sowing. Nope, not there. Kylie, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hi, I was fully prepared to pull out an accent if everyone else was going to do it, but no one else did. So here we go. I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionibus the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Nice. Well, that just leaves little on me. My name is PJ. I am the GM for Edge of Legend and Nat 20 Productions official here on Twitch. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing every single other thing in the show. And of course, before we go, just want to say thanks to Joe, our TD, for making us look good, sound good, and everything. Couldn't do without you, Joe. As always, thank you so much. Now, in case you haven't gotten a chance to go to our YouTube /Nat20Prods and look at the amazing recap done by Randy, let me try and give you a little bit of what you missed before we get right into it. So these amazing legends and heroes decided to leave Or. Long story short there. And they had some places to go on their next trip to stopping the 9th cycle prophecy. And they decided to make a little swinging trip into Inshelator. That's a very spicy choice, I thought to myself, as they landed in Inshelator. Well, the whole place was in shambles, confusingly, in repair for some reason. And there's these tall, kind of monolithic metallic monster guardmen all over the place, and a small new noble that everyone has this kind of painful recollection about, handing out free food and money to all the people in Inshelator. And guess who decided to rob them? Yeah, Shionibus decides to go steal some money out of the giant bag of civilian handouts, gets immediately found and captured by one of these tall metal dudes, who then turns and sees a very specific person and then teleports Shionibus to a jail cell somewhere in Inshelator. This person seems to speak like they know Dragon very, very intimately. And then teleporting back, they begin to have a one-on-one conversation with Dragon. Upon taking their sword and striking hard, they knock the helmet off of this easily 10-foot tall, heavily armored clad, very scary individual, only to see the face of their long dead father, laughing at them, mocking them, using that pain of a dead parent to just get that hook in. Now, from there, they had teleported away, while others started chasing Dragon and the heroes around town, which then led into the heroes putting the tall people into a a pincer, and then Dragon blew up an aqueduct and crushed and killed 5 of them. But then we cut to the last couple of seconds when Shionibus is talking to the one that bore the face of Dragon's father, and he said, "We're going to put you in the bait academy. We're going to make you bait." And there was back and forth, and then he laughed knowingly and then vanished. And that's where we are going to pick back up. Let me see. Heads, we start off with Kylie in the cell. Tails, we start off with the players in the streets of Enshelator.
Kylie. Like, no, not me. No, not
Nope.
You guys
me.
can go
It's
first.
Kylie.
I don't mind. God damn it.
Now, for those of you who don't know, those big metal scary guys are called malefactors. And I believe on 2 occasions, Morel has informed you that they're basically sovereign warriors of Enshelator who have given up their name and their souls to one of the 9 devil gods or devil lords of the 9 hells. As such, they no longer have a name. They only go by their title, which is malefactor. Although there's one malefactor kind of unusual, a bit more emotional spectrum, a bit more energy when he talks. And now we're going to cut back to Shionibus as this one kind of laughs knowingly and vanishes. You're alone in your cell. What are you going to do?
Oh God. She's just going to kind of talk to the universe and just, I realize you told me that's him, but if you could have like told me how to like, that would have been cool. And yeah, you can't just be like, yeah, that's the guy you're supposed to kill, and then like not give me something.
You see this like this column of gold light and this eagle form in front of you, and then you hear your aunt's voice talking. What more did you need? A giant arrow pointing at his head?
I don't know. The guy's like made of freaking steel.
Look, no one said these demons would be easy to slaughter. There's a reason why they're threats to our home.
He almost like broke my arm. You think an arrow is gonna like go through him? Like, come on.
I mean, how you kill him is on you.
You are like the least helpful person I know sometimes. And she's going to go to the... Do I have something? She's going to go to the door. Is there a lock on it?
Unfortunately, no. As you look at the bars, you realize this prison is a lot less of a traditional prison cell and more of a demon's mouth that has been transformed into the concept of a prison. The bars are actually cylindrical teeth that meet not in a scaffolding, but in the gum line of the creature's mouth. The iron walls, the more you press on it, there's a wet, spongy texture to it. And if it wasn't for the fact that there was no uvula or throat, you just assume you're in a very dumb sponge cave. But no, you're in the mouth of a demon.
Gross. I'm going to assume not, but I'm going to ask anyway. Are the bars, how wide are they? Are they like human size? Like from like top to bottom with like no bar like lining them?
They're about the size of a human hand. They're put in such a way that squeezing through them is very, very difficult. You'll probably get caught before you can actually get out.
And I can't see outside. God damn it. If I go into the Duat, can I go through the bars?
Now remind me, that Veil of Duat, when you enter the Duat, you get the incorporeal status, correct?
I believe so, yeah. It's like some ghostly form.
Okay. Well, only one way to find out.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Why the fuck not?
Pull up your hood. You enter the duat, and as you do, as you become the spectral form of yourself, you see terrifying things. You see the ghosts of this town with a madness overtaking them, the violence of that madness almost unforgiving. And you start to see what you can only imagine to be the denizens of hell itself, ripping this city down brick by brick. And this almost forgotten memory, this repressed nightmare, keeps playing on loop as you're watching the ghosts survive what can only be described as the worst night in Shalator history. But with that, you also see the bars flicker like they don't even exist.
Fuck yes. I'm going to march my ass right through them.
Sure enough, you just walk right through them.
Which way is there? If I go out, is there a just one-way hallway or is it two-way?
This is definitely a traditional one-way hallway. And there is a set of stairs to the end of the hallway, kind of a double set of stairs, one that goes up, one that goes further down into this kind of prison tower.
Cool. I'm going to try to figure out the way I came in. Oh, shit, we transported in. God damn it. I'm going to just go down the hallway and try to figure my way out and hide if anyone comes.
Okay. So let's see, I'm getting a note. Okay, so you're going down the, I'm sorry, you said the left side with the two stairs?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As you start going down that way, you notice there is this like 10-foot tall malefactor in this horribly heavy and twisted metal suit of armor with a giant greatsword just coldly staring down the entirety of this hallway. It's impossible to tell if he's looking at you or through you.
I'm gonna run for it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run for it.
Give me a stealth check.
I'm good at these. I'm gonna use a hero point just in case.
The last
That
time you
was-
tried to sneak from like in front of a malefactor, you got.
Shh, it's fine. Shh, it's fine. What's the light in here currently? Is it dim or is it dark? Where are we at?
You're definitely on a dim light as only a few torches keep the light on in this hallway.
That is a dirty 20.
30-20. Okay. So as you start stealthing by, you still cannot tell if this giant armored man can even see you. You hit the stairs, one going up, one going down. I mean, you're going up, or which way are you going? Up.
Up. Yeah.
So with a hand on the pommel, blade tip on the ground, you start, the second your foot hits the stair going up, head turns to look directly at you.
And I'm already past him.
You're about 5 to 10 feet adjacent to him.
I'm going to load an arrow and fire it past him so it bounces off the wall. So hopefully that'll distract him.
Okay. Give me a deception check. And I want you to add to this your, basically the bonus to hit your bow would give you.
That's a big number, PJ.
Oh, no, not the entirety of your bonus to hit.
Okay,
Just whatever
I
the
was
bow
like-
would give you to hit. So if it was like a plus
Got it.
one bow, you'd get a plus one.
This dice hates me. You said deception?
Mm-hmm.
Another dirty 20.
Another do 20. All right. So you fire the bow. The arrow hits the mark like you want. Ting, bounces right off. As you do that, you see almost like this construct, the grinding of metal, as it flips the great sword over and starts trudging over to you directly.
Shit, I'm gone.
Only one eye looking at you through this twisted metal visage, and he's storming over.
Can I fire another arrow real fast?
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna shoot right for his eye. I swear. That is a 26 to hit.
26 to hit. Meets to beat.
Oh, thank God.
Roll damage.
I am shaking.
Oh my God.
That's D8, not D10s. What am I doing? $17 damage.
17 damage. Okay. Okay. You see this Terminator-esque walk still not slow down as his head rocks back from the impact of the arrow. He seems to turn his head until the corkscrew scar of his helmet stares at you. Walking slowly, drops one hand from his grip, rips the arrow out of his probably only good eye, throws it away, and continues to storm over to you.
When his head goes back, I'm already booking it.
All right. We have a chase scene. I want you, Kylie, to roll initiative. We're going to see who's going to go first in this chase, and we're going to take it from there.
Oh, no.
Run, Forrest.
27.
27. Okay. Okay, you're going first. All right. So here this is going to work. Your choice. I'm going to give you control in how this goes. Do you want to do a race or a chase? Do you want him to be the threat, or do you want to see if you can outpace his rolls?
I want to see if I can outpace.
Okay. Okay. You're definitely going first. He's going second. Second, let me send a quick message off to Joe.
I'm like sweating already.
It sounds like there's music.
Of course there's music. Of course.
I mean, yeah.
is.
I mean, you were gonna break out. You were gonna try to break out of prison. Like,
Yeah.
I get it, but like terrifying. Yeah.
We all know I don't make great decisions sometimes. It's fine.
You're not the only one.
So once we hear the music playing, that will be our cue that we are going into it. And here this is going to work. There's going to be a DC for the 5 obstacles that you are going to be going through. You're going to have to get more successes than him in these obstacles. Now, the DC will be different every time, but how you solve it is up to you.
Okay.
All right. I heard the music. There it is. So he begins the chase. He becomes this imposing eclipse of a cold steel moon running after you. You start running off the stairs in response. He just runs faster. You even see his massive shoulder plate hit the wall and just divot a chunk of stone out. Like some animal possessed, he starts running after you. You get to the final top of the flight of stairs. The very first obstacle you run into, it's another patrol of heavily armed malefactors on patrol one way, and this guy coming up to you. What are you gonna do?
Is there any doors down this hallway?
You see the hallway goes left and right, but there's an open, kind of an open air hand railing that leads to outside.
Ooh, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump for it.
Okay. All right. The
Too late,
DC
Sydney.
DC is 26.
Acrobatics?
You can, yeah, go ahead.
Or can I stealth this? Which one would you prefer?
I mean, think of it. If you acrobatics out, you're gonna be totally pulling like a Hawkeye. But if you stealth out, you're gonna be pulling a Black Widow. Choice is yours.
Why you gotta pin my two favorite against me, yo?
I mean, Soulstone says what?
We'll do stealth. We'll stealth it out. I get some more bonuses with stealth. Too late, Cindy. It's already happening.
No.
I have a plan. Don't worry. And this will bring me outside.
This will bring you outside. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, that's cocked. God damn it. This stupid box. 19?
19. You try to be stealthy. Unfortunately, it is all emotion at this point. It's this thunk, 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 and you're able to jump off, but suddenly you can hear the of every malefactor on this floor seeing you jump off. And suddenly you're just... And as you start to fall, you see above you the 10-foot tall malefactor falling like a comet right after you. You hear from that floor a bunch of voices going, "Target has leapt off the 8th-story window. Get ground units ready."
Can I whistle for Beatrice?
Yes. DC 22, 25.
Okay.
Nature check.
I can do this. Reaped, get your hero point ready just in case.
I'm thinking for you, nat 20.
Right? Positive vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's a 30.
Okay. So you make this call, and there's a couple of seconds of awkward wait as you begin your very fast descent to a very solid ground, and suddenly, last second, you hear, and then swooping underneath you is Beatrice as she swoops up. Looking over the side, as Beatrice suddenly dips to one end, you see the malefactor grabbing a hold of her leg. And his slow helmet turn looks to you as he puts his sword on his back and starts climbing up the leg of Beatrice. Round 3, you're both at one successive pop.
Can I, hear me out, this is gonna be kind of wild. Can I flip under Beatrice and like hang on with one hand to like her feathers and grab his face and cast Chill Touch?
Yes. Now, your choice. For this, I want you to give me either a spell-based roll, so Arcana, Nature, Occult, Religion, or an Athletics check.
They're like all the same. We'll do Arcana. That's a little higher.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Okay. You gave her the command to kind of dip. She does so. You do a really good job of flipping under, and her wings are basically like solid steel plating. So holding on for dear life, you're able to move across relatively easily. The minute you reach out to touch the malefactor and cast Chill Touch on him, he reaches out, wraps his fingers around your hand, and then breaks your wrist with a critical 20 athletics check.
Cool. Awesome. Great. She is going to, God, I really hope you guys can hear this, scream as loud as she can. And she is going to, how high up are we?
Let's see, you're falling from the 8th story. So at this point on the bird, I'm going to posit you're about 30 to 40 feet off the ground.
I'm going to let go. Because if I fall, he's falling with me. And if I'm able to, if I can rotate enough that he's the one going to hit the ground, and then I'm going to bounce off him.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check. He is going to make a athletics check for his part of this chase.
$25.
25. You let go and you do a really great job of trying to use this momentum to create this kind of flipping hip toss action. As you grab him and move him, he wraps his other arm around your neck with a critical, again, 20. He now wraps you in a rear naked chokehold and then starts to fall 30 feet with your face looking down.
Everything's fine. It's fine.
Now, best of 5 wins, right? You have two losses, 2 successes. He has 3 successes, 1 loss. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. This is the 5th and final round. You could pull out a tie, which would mean he wouldn't win and you wouldn't die.
One last ditch effort. Hold on. Do I have anything? I don't think I do. But just in case. Where the hell are all my notes?
Effie Burton. I literally just put in the chat because Effie Burton popped in. And I was like, Chio's falling and Alona isn't there to revive her. What do we do? And Effie Burton says, go to commercial.
That's great.
I love that. Quick, go to commercial.
I am last ditch effort going to reach for one of my arrows. And he's all steel, right?
He's all metal.
Let's go one more time in the eye. Just using it as a makeshift spear or dagger, however you want to look at it, and just as hard as she can in hopes of just him letting her go.
Okay. Since he technically has you grappled to an extent and is as flat-footed as he can be since he's nowhere on ground, I'm gonna say the DC to beat on this is not his normal AC. It's 20.
Okay. Oh god, okay. That is a 21.
1. You hit, roll damage, and I will make that's actually a good point. Give me a D4 plus Dex modifier for damage.
4 plus Dex. That's a 9.
9. Okay. He's going to take that 9 damage, total of 26 from the first shot. And he's going to take also, because I'm feeling generous, a 9 penalty to this roll. The DC for him to maintain his stranglehold on you and kill you on impact is a 25. His athletics, because he's a big boy, is a 16. His roll was a 14. Combined, that's 30. With the 9 penalty, that makes it a 21, meaning he fails. Meaning, as you fall, you stab him in the eye again, you feel him take off the anchoring arm of this chokehold to grab the arrow you put into his eye. As you fall, natural gravity rolls you out of his grip, and you're now falling safely without him holding you back.
How close am I to the ground now?
At this point, 15 feet.
How far is Beatrice?
25 feet.
It's only 15 feet. That's not bad. I am going to push away from him, like Spartan kick him away from me, and wait until I quickly meet the ground.
Okay.
It's not that far down, Sydney. Calm down. I'll be fine.
Technically speaking, the fall was initiated about 40 feet off the ground.
Yeah, like you've been falling.
It's bad.
You will
Momentum
take,
is a thing.
It's fine.
upon
it's fine.
landing,
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't you have a feather fall token or something?
I haven't. I do. That's what Michael had given me.
I'll tell you what, give me an acrobatics check to quickly activate this token.
Rufa saves
Acrobatics
you from
or
beyond the grave.
athletics?
Acrobatics.
Yo.
Sorry.
That's so great.
That is a 29.
29. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
As you start falling, you kick him off. Tell me the action hero tale of how you save yourself from this chase and use this token.
So as soon as he lets her go, as she's cradling her wrist, that is now probably broken in more than one part, she rears back and just kicks him solid in the chest. No, she's gonna kick him in the face and hoping to push that arrow a little farther in and just push him as far as he can, reach for the talisman that's on her necklace and just like crush it with one solid hand and pray.
All right. So you kick him off, you grab it, and you start kind of praying, and then suddenly you feel yourself safely on the ground. A sudden dead stop, like when you're driving your car and you slam the brakes. Yeah, you're safe at the red light, but you just got jostled. Looking up, you see the trajectory of the malefactor still coming right for you. Give me a reflex save. DC to beat's 20.
That's 27.
27. At the last second, as everything becomes shadowy and dark, you roll out of the way as he craters to the ground next to you.
I am going to sprint away as fast as I can, hoping to find my friends or hide down some dark alley and cry because I have no way to shoot my bow.
Give me perception.
21.
As you have
21.
just survived the most harrowing vertical escape from this prison and watch this malefactor crater into the earth, and you're starting to run off, you hear the sound of scraping metal against metal as a hand rises from the ground, and you see lifting out of the ground that helmet of the malefactors, pulling himself out and just slowly walking to you.
I want to get out of the Duat, which I have been in this whole time, so he can't find me, and stealth so hard and pray to Anubis that he does not find me.
Okay.
I'm scared, y'all.
Give me a stealth check. This is going to be high, but I think you can make it still.
$27.
Perception DC was a 26. You're able to flee, and as you round the corner, the slow-moving malefactor stops, kind of righting himself, looking around, and not seeing you. You see this kind of horrible purple energy, and then he vanishes.
Can I hear my friends? Can I hear this nonsense going on of explosions?
Trying trying to think timeline wise how this would work. Yes, actually, I'll save you that. As you're on this ground, panting heavily because you just survived an 80 plus foot drop and you got knocked off Beatrice and you almost became pancaked. You hear this off in the distance and you look and you see a fireball erupting and destroying an aqueduct and then crumbling into the city square off in the distance.
God, by the gods. And I'm going to stay in the back alleys in darkness as much as possible and get as close as I can to them.
Okay, so you're staying in the darkness, get as close as you can to them. Perfect. Give me a stealth check one more time to avoid detection from what you're seeing now. Marching out of every of the 7 major towers of the city is an army of malefactors.
Oh, hell yeah. 31.
31. Yeah. You descend like a shadow. Now, we're going to cut back to the fireball at the aqueduct and the heroes that are there. So, let's move back to you all. What are you doing right now?
Dragon is on top of a roof after launching that fireball, has climbed up onto a roof and is now taunting the malefactors that have been crushed. So it's like, you want me? Come and get me!
I look over at Ilona and I'm like, why is he acting like he knows all these malefactor things?
I think maybe he's actually okay. Listen, or we've heard rumors about what happens in Shelator, though we mostly pass them off as rumors. But I have a feeling this is kind of where Dragon's body is from. Like when he was reborn and turned blue.
That explains the blowing up of buildings. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
gotta get him out of here. Or there's the entire, like, look how many are over there. We gotta help him. What can we do? All right.
You can't turn invisible, right? That's just a Dragon thing that he does to everybody except for himself.
That's a Dragon thing.
Damn it.
To me once.
The one time we need it.
The one time we need it.
Do I see the group from my rooftop perch?
I mean, yeah, to my knowledge, they're not hiding. They were definitely behind your enemy when you dropped everything on them. So yeah, you can probably see them.
Okay. So Dragon will see them and then like hop down off of the roof to go meet up with them. And if you see Dragon, this is a look on his face that you guys haven't really seen. He's like full of rage. Like if his face could be red, it would be. So a purple, maybe?
Purple.
Like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Dragon.
You all right?
Yeah, no, we're fine. Are you all right?
No. I can't say that I am. I just saw someone that, well, I didn't really expect.
That guy said he was your dad.
That creature is wearing my father, but it is not my dad.
Oh.
Crazy shit goes on down here, I guess.
There's a lot I haven't told any of you about myself, and kind of like looks at the malefactors' bodies. And this is probably not the best place or time, but
no. Where can we go in this city that's a little bit safer, you know?
would I would I know of any place in the city? Like, would I have hidden out during my escape? Anywhere? Would I know that there's a section of the city that I might be able to utilize?
Give me a society check to recall that knowledge.
That is a 23.
23. Okay. This entire city is basically built from the inside out in a circle, meaning the closer you get to the noble and aristocracy, the more well built it becomes. The fringes are the best part to hide because they're hard to get to and they're designed to, like, you know, be the crappiest and easiest to get out of town, basically. Or you go back to the very dead center of this city because there is a very interesting infrastructure put in for every noble's dirty little secret.
All right. I know where we can go to be safe, but we'll be far away from potentially where she is. Or we can go where they least expect. Right into the heart of the city.
I don't want to move any farther away from Chio.
I don't either. But if we keep doing damage to the city, eventually they're going to have to listen to me.
So our plan is to cause as much destruction as possible.
Or how about this? This might sound a little crazy, but maybe I try to transform into someone that looks like you, head out of town while you guys sneak into town, and I try to get some of their attention. And then I hide and change back. They might not know that we can do that. It might get them off our trail.
Lothier, that's too dangerous.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to come out to you with the full force of what they have, and that's putting you in a position that I don't want you to be in.
We need to get to Chio, and we need to get them off our tail. There's
I
not
know.
really much else we can do. If blowing up the entire city, I just think it's going to cause more of them to come after you.
They want me alive. If you turn into me and they find out you're not, they will kill you.
Okay.
They're not going to kill me. They still need me, want me, whatever. I'm going to use that to try and get she back.
So, if we go to the center of the city and we make it somewhere safe, we're okay, Dragon. Maybe we find some compromise. Maybe Lothier does still change into you and cause destruction. And therefore they think you're causing destruction throughout the city, and it's just you that's causing destruction and we don't get involved. So if they see a bunch of you, I don't know if anyone can turn me into you or not, but it might confuse them enough. Does that make any sense?
Yes, but at the same time, they saw Chianobus while she was invisible. The illusion might not have any effect. That's my concern. She is already very good at being stealthy, plus my invisibility spell. There should have been nothing that could have detected her. So they clearly have something, some way of seeing through magic. I will not risk any more lives, especially those that I care about. So I need you both to promise me that you're going to be careful no matter what happens here.
Yeah.
All right.
And if it comes down to it, if it comes down to you being hurt or me being captured, I need you to run. They will not hurt me, at least not at first.
Dragon, you can't ask us
They
to let you get.
They will use you against me. Do you not understand that? I care about all of you. You are the only friends that I've had in close to a decade. You need to take care of yourselves first, because no matter what happens, if we all get captured, they will hurt you to get to me. You don't know them like I do. They are monsters. That's why we have to get she back as soon as possible.
All right. You have my word.
Thank you. And you see that he's like breathes out and like a little bit of the stress leaves. Would we have heard the yell at all?
So
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. You were on two separate ends of the entire city. Because natural 20s are a gift to us all. Roll a perception check. If you can get an 18 up on the die face, I'll argue that's probably pretty close.
You got this, Wes.
18 plus. I never roll well with these sort of things unless it's a goofy game.
It's fine.
Can I
Not
eat it
20.
all?
Not 20. You got this. You got this.
You want to roll as well,
Ace.
Sid? Yeah, go ahead.
I
Roll
do.
it again. 18 up.
It's a 17 on the die face. Son of a.
So
So
close.
it's a
Great
25 total, but yeah.
No, unfortunately.
No. I was
Nope.
hoping that the friendship bracelets somehow gave Chio and I like telepathic connections, but apparently not.
No. Now, is your locate spell still going? Forgot how long
It
it lasts.
should be.
Okay. Dope. So, first question first. Where are the three of you going to go?
I think we decided that we were going to go into the city because none of us wanted to be far away from where we know Shionabis is.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
start going to the city?
I would use my knowledge to try and sneak into one of those like noble hideaway areas where they, keep their mistresses and whatnot.
Yeah.
I hope we meet one.
No.
Spicy.
Yeah. So, all right. As you start running into the city, Sid, you start getting this really weird fuzzy ping happening. It's like a spider sense with a lot less acuity. Like, it's like anxiety. Something's ticking, but you don't know what it is. Now, with that, I need everyone to make a perception check, including Kylie.
Natural 20, baby.
Ooh.
Which makes it a 34.
Well, I got a 19.
Hey,
Oh, wait, no, wait. I add stuff to that. Wait.
23 for me.
33.
33.
What was the check again? I got distracted by reading my spell. What?
Perception?
Ah, good golly. Wow, look at me. I love me some perception checks because I'm good at that. 30-20.
30-20. Okay, so you're starting to move, and how do I describe this? Like trying to go through a four-way intersection and realizing the other person didn't stop when they should have been. You get this sudden, oh shit, coming at you very powerfully. It's at this point in time that popping out of a shadow, you see Shionabis.
Yes.
Oh,
All of us?
Amazing.
Well, first Sidney, because she literally had magic trying to find this person, and that
That's
was
fair.
the sensation. But everyone else, you see, Shionabis, describe for me how you tried to make your presence known to the party.
So, walking, she's going to do a quick look around, real quick. Make sure, like, none of the baddies are, like, around, though she knows that they're coming. And you just see this tall elven woman who's clutching her wrist. Her neck's a little red from like a handprint, and just kind of just waddling out, just like, hey guys.
You get a
God.
running hug from Alona.
Ow, 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 ow,
Oh,
ow.
Oh, like
I'll take a
Sorry.
rain check on the hug, but we're
Dragon
so
is
gl-
just dumbfounded. By the
Yeah.
way, go for it. Sorry.
we're so glad to see you.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you guys too. I see we've let everyone know that we're here. Good.
Dragon kicks just a
well-
little bit of rubble on top of one of the malefactors.
You know, there was a reason for that, and there's a long story. Dragon will get into it later, but we're heading to kind of a safe haven in the city. Before that, can I do a heal real fast or
You
no?
want to cast a spell, or are you doing like a medicine check?
How bad are you hurt? I guess
My
medicine
whole wrist is like flump. Like she cannot use her bow currently.
Let me do a full-blown heal because your wrist is broken and I don't think a medicine check is good enough. Not good enough for that. I mean, I am
Duct tape.
an expert.
You might.
But- Huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say you might want to set it before you heal.
Right.
For that,
I-
give me
I
a
can-
medicine check. Oh, sorry, what's that?
I can do a medicine check and then you can heal. How's that?
Oh, that's a great idea. How about
Yeah.
you do that? That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Do we not want to do this when we go back to the Haven first?
That's true. We might not want to do this out in the middle of the-
We don't know when you're getting
Yeah,
attacked next, and you
we-
need to pull a freaking arrow.
Okay.
So
need
you
to
need your
decide.
wrist.
All right.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
look around for something sturdy enough to sort of set her arm, and I got a 29. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Yeah, your wrist is definitely easily put back into place, and I will even give I'll say a +2 bonus to the healing spell that's about to happen. Sure.
Oh, heckin' yeah. Oh, heckin'
Good
yeah.
job.
Oh, sweet. So I'm gonna heal you. That's gonna be 2. So that's gonna be I'll just do 1d10 plus 8. Does that seem like good to you? Yeah. Maybe a little more. Don't want to do that heightened. How bad are you?
Other than
I'm-
stress, it's her wrist and maybe some cuts and bruises.
amazing.
They real tough. Don't touch them, y'all. Real tough.
All right, you are healed 11 points of health.
Sick.
Beep.
I don't know how badly I was hurt to begin with.
Amazing. Oops. Yeah.
Extra HP.
Yeah. So as you're doing all this, here's what the perception checks were for. You hear this voice. Oh, there she is. There she is. I told you she was going to do so well in Bait Academy. Get her, boys. Suddenly, purple fire erupts, and you see a marching armada of malefactors. And one of them puts a cold metal hand forward and says, "Submit or be slaughtered."
Ew.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna turn the rest of the party. Just go, run. I'll be fine. Go.
No.
And he's gonna Dragon's gonna push his way in front of Gianibus. They're after me, not you. You three leave now.
You can't all be the one they're looking for. And Alona, can she shoot them?
First of all, do you scream that out loud? Do you scream that out loud that they can't?
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, you hear this
That's
voice.
amazing.
The malefactor army stops dead. At this point, you see all of the distinct features of their horribly mangled visages, how each one of their helmets and armor is to take on some aspect of a different devil lord, devil god of the nine hells. The one eye with the horrible scar clearly to reflect Magadon. The ones with chainmail for skin clearly to look like Ravan. You see one that's just got this horrible green ooze just constantly melting in a state of decay, etc., etc. But as this moment happens, another purple little flame rips through the air and goes, "You're right. Ding, 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 ding. Give the cleric a prize. We don't need all of you. We don't even want any of you. We just need the skin chassis that dead man is riding in." And they point to Dragon.
I feel like there could have been a better way to put that, but it's sure.
You see the demon begin to the malefactor begin to laugh. No, no, no. When are you going to learn? You are a borrowed fuel in a beat up old car. And well, you don't know what that is yet. A beat up old caravan. And we're just stuck you in the damn thing. You see, you're walking with borrowed parts, and we just want them back. Now, this may mean your soul goes back to the dead, or the damned, or life restarted like I did, dear daddy. But either way, we just want something simple. Your skin and your bones.
But you need the body intact, don't you?
You have no memory of the womb, do you? No, you don't. Should I take you back to what all started, you and I? I mean, the second time, of course.
Is my father still alive in there?
Search your feelings, Dragon. What do you think?
No, you're too weak to hold him back. You must have killed him first.
Ooh. Yeah. Like I did the day you first fought me, covered in the blood of those I freshly slaughtered. And then, oh, your old man, so slow. And I made him better.
For anyone paying attention to Dragon, he's clenching his fists so tight they're like, even with the blue skin, he's turning white. Like you see his whole like shoulders like start tensing and his head going forward. You don't know shit about my father.
I knew that his bad knee was his left knee, his right arm was always a little too low on his defensive stance, and his soul tasted like stew.
With that, Dragon is going to use telekinetic projectile and pick up one of the large bricks from the aqueduct and just launch it right at this guy.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Please roll high. Okay. So that is a, where is it? It's only a 21.
Okay. The stone flings off, and maybe it's your emotion, maybe it's something else, but it just kind of hits and scrapes off the side of his helmet. Doesn't quite get a clear hit.
Do I hit one of the other ones behind him?
Yeah, it bounces off and kind of runs into the chest plate, and they just kind of look down. Slowly look back up at you, unfazed. So this is the deal that I'm going to make with all of you. Your friend over there, we're going to take him, and in exchange, you get to keep the friend that broke out of prison and led us directly to you. And then you can get out of my city. What do you think? Isn't that a great deal?
Dragon's head just drops to his chest, and he's gonna take a step forward at this point.
Jonas is going to grab his shoulder. and like keep him close to us. Or, we could kick your asses and you can tell Ravon hi yourself.
You see him stop. Goes, "What, me? Oh no, Malefactor. Oh, bloody hell, they're all named Malefactor. Which one of you idiots likes the Lord of Chains? You? You suck. She says hello to your dumb god. All right, now he knows.
It'd be the first time I saw someone back to hell, so why not add another?
Gee, there's too many of them. I'm not sacrificing all of your lives.
All we have to do, and this isn't a whisper, all we have to do is make it to the safe haven. From there, we'll figure out the rest. You gotta trust us on this.
I do.
Gotta trust me on this.
All right.
What is around us?
Environmentally?
Yep.
A lot of debris. A couple hundred malefactors. Ballpark, maybe 200. Open stone development infrastructure. Not a lot of buildings, no awnings, just wide city street.
What about the aqueduct?
The one that you destroyed?
It's not completely destroyed. I only broke part of it, right?
I'll say it's the aqueduct by the decontamination center is destroyed by the center, but it still runs all over. I'd say about maybe 50 to 80 feet in the air across the entire city.
Are there any sewers?
A lot of them, if you can get to a manhole cover, yeah.
Okay. Would I potentially know where a manhole cover would be?
Society check to recall that knowledge.
Okay. All right. That's a 21.
21. You look around with Chio. Lothar looks around as well. In fact, everyone give me a perception check or a society check besides Wes.
Sidney.
Narp.
32.
17.
32, 17.
I just lost my dice.
Oh, no.
Losing dice is never okay.
28.
28. Okay.
Everyone knows the city better than Dragon, except Alona.
I mean, you're angry. You're literally talking to.
You see in red.
Yeah.
Someone puppeting my father's corpse.
Right. I didn't want to
So-
say it.
So Randy and Kylie are looking around, weighing your options. Lothar, you see a fountain that is broken and in disrepair, but because it is, you see there is a dry and open draining porthole about the size of most grown adults, meaning you and your party can easily squeeze through that. Now you have to kind of make a break for it about 25 to 50 feet diagonally through the malefactors, but if you can get there, you can be underground like that. Kylie, you see some flowing water kind of going downhill into a drainage, which means that if you can go back up, you can find the main source that catches the water, and probably from there, reverse engineer a way down into the sewers. But you're gonna have to go uphill with all of them chasing you. So it's breaking through the army, them all chasing you. Now, Wes, you remember from a little time you could spend out in the city, the majority of the sewer infrastructure has two major access points. Number one, underneath the hill with the 7 noble families. They get top billing. And number two, at the bottom of the well in the decontamination center, which will be very tricky because, again, you're surrounded by malefactors on all sides. However, it's going to be easier to get there but you know there's a good long fall before you actually hit the sewers from that center. So you have break through to the fountain that's close by, but you're going to be running through hundreds, if not, well, dozens, if not hundreds of malefactors, getting chased uphill to hopefully reverse engineer away into the sewers, or last but not least, going to the decontamination center and trying to figure out a way to survive a 40, 50-foot drop. The choice is yours.
In the same sort of low whisper, go, I can obscure their sight for a few seconds. Maybe we should all just run.
We all go different directions and just split up, meet back together.
No. We need to keep them from getting west. From getting Dragon.
We need to keep them from getting any of you.
Right.
I know that inside, and he like motions to the decontamination center. Inside there's a way out, but it's gonna be quite a fall. And he kind of like, as he says fall, looks to Janibus's wrist that's still like splinted. Or is it's completely healed now?
It's healed, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's also that fountain way on the other side of those malefactors. That looks like a way into the sewers.
That can be
Down
a-
with whatever you decide. You just have to pick one.
So we're completely surrounded, like 360.
I'll give you this. You're 3/4 surrounded, but the 4th quarter is wall. It is the wall of a stone building which has been horrendously vandalized, which with what you think might be paint, but you think in your heart it's really blood.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. The Night of the Crimson Carnage wasn't very kind to the city.
Now, is this a wall that's been like very cleanly done, or is it rough on the outside, like bricks that you could potentially climb?
Okay, I see what you're putting down. I'll say this. You don't get a feeling that they are good for gripping, but you're pretty sure your toe can at least rest on one of the bricks and leap up.
How tall is it?
It's I'd say a 1-story building, maximum 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, it's a maximum of 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a good option. It might be.
No. How good are you guys at climbing?
I can throw a couple of you up.
Please, my athletics modifier is a 3.
Oh. I can definitely do that.
I think I can jump high enough to make it.
I can climb, no problem. When in doubt, I can give my cloak to Alona and she can shadow jump up.
That's cool.
That is pretty
That
cool.
is cool.
I like All right.
After we escape this place, you're gonna have to tell me where you got that.
Yeah, let's focus on
It's
the
actually from my
escaping first.
god. I'm not gonna say anything. But
We'll
like,
talk.
it's
We'll
pretty
talk later.
cool.
It's fine.
So meanwhile, as we're all, having this under the breath conversation of what we're gonna do. Quick question.
Mhm.
I want to know if right before we break for this, I can do an intimidation check to give us a little more head time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Great. This is good. I have a plan. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. But I have a plan. It's
look,
not
Randy,
gonna be a good one. It's not gonna be. It's a bad plan. I'm using my hero point. It's a.
If it works
it's
out
a-
in the end, it's gonna be a boss ass story.
Mhm,
It
mhm.
really will be. I don't know why my gay dice keeps doing this to me. It's still Pride Month.
Yeah,
should
that's
really-
it can't do that.
I know.
It should
I
be all
get
nat
unlimited
20s.
hero points. We all should get
Unlimited.
unlimited hero points. Okay, that is bad. That is ultimately worse than what I initially rolled. It's very bad.
Okay.
I'm just morbidly curious. What's the number?
I am so curious.
On the die face
Total.
total.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my intimidation is actually my modifier is action 11 for some reason.
Nice.
I know.
Okay, Alona.
I know it's a very rarely used skill, but she has it. But I rolled a 2 on the die face.
So that's a 13 total.
Yeah.
So what are you saying exactly as you're intimidating them?
Listen.
Listen.
She has that
Alona.
fact, the 11, just because of Morel is intimidated.
Yeah, Morel's like, oh, you pissed off my friend that I'm dating. Girlfriend?
Friend. We haven't even had the conversation.
We have not DFR'd. The DTR'd. Define the yes, we've not done that.
Oh no. Is it the it's complicated option on Facebook?
Oh
Ew.
no.
Ew. Ew.
Part of
Yeah,
that.
anyway, before we trigger ourselves even further, let's continue with this narrative that Alona pipes up from the back and goes, "Hey, you're ugly," and starts climbing up.
All right. So you
Nailed it, kid.
hold on. I want to see this.
I should have
Yep.
waited.
Okay. So you say that, and as you do, the one that's been talking the whole time just starts laughing uproariously, just starts guffawing. All the other malefactors just staring at you, and they stare at you as you all run to the wall and begin climbing it, staring. While the
I'm
one
turning
center is
into
just
an
like
ape.
turn into an ape. Perfect. Everyone, give me an athletics check.
Nope, that's a hero point.
Someone said they were gonna throw me.
I'm gonna throw you as an ape.
Yeah! Woo!
It's a 22 for my athletics.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's a 23 for my athletics.
All right.
1 second. That's my.
Also a 23.
23. Okay.
I'm looking for its athletics.
I also have powerful leap if that helps.
Ooh.
It might. I forgot the math and powerfully, but it'll probably give you about. Yeah, you're fine.
I can jump up an additional 5 feet with a vertical leap, so I believe that's 10 feet just by itself.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be fine.
That is a 22.
Okay.
For a throw of Alona up the wall.
Perfect. Really fast. Out of curiosity, Sidney, what was your athletics check? Just curious.
Why do you need to know?
Just curious. Inquiring
Well,
minds.
it was an 11.
Okay. So yeah, you grab her as an ape and just and you just start flying. You don't quite grab the ledge, but you're getting closer. You're in a scurry. Now, as that's happening, Randy, give me an athletics check for you to
Yep.
climb.
Nat 20.
Oh,
This
Awesome.
ape just like jumps down and jumps up on up the wall and then starts beating its chest.
Like King Kong ain't got shit on you, my dude. You leap up on this thing, and as you're pounding yourself in victory, you're able to easily get Alona to her feet on top. Kylie and Wes, same. You kind of have that run, jump with one foot, so like you plant on the side of the wall and then leap with all your might. You also land on the top. Meanwhile, you see the one malefactor has been talking the whole time, still laughing, and he goes, "They don't even care if they're ugly. Where'd they go? No. Wait a minute. We've been over this. When in doubt, look up." Oh shit, there they are. Malefactors, quit staring like a bunch of idiot children and get them. And the malefactors just like, oh. And then woof, they just flat leap off the ground and you see them take off into the sky. They are about to land on you.
Okay.
So your plan was to get up here. What's your plan now?
Huh.
Yeah,
That's a good question, PJ.
that is a great question.
Okay.
Run?
Yeah.
Which direction?
It's a rooftop run.
Mulan.
Well, we have Chi now,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know if going into the city at this
Yeah, no,
moment
let's-
makes 100% sense anymore.
You're
So
the one who knows the city.
once Sidney returns, then yeah. But I would say that yeah, he's well, we have Chi now. Let's head to the outskirts. They don't like it out there. There's not a whole lot out there.
And which way is that?
He points toward the direction of the nearest like outside wall.
Yeah, the whole city is built like a massive circle, like literally a circle the size of, say, Los Angeles.
That's a big circle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Los Angeles. Well, okay, LA City, not LA County. That's
Oh,
way too
okay.
fucking
I was
big.
gonna
I was
say,
like,
Let me make it a
Oh,
bit
that's a
more.
Big
Like,
circle.
this is Attack on Titan bullshit right now.
So maybe it's easier to say one of like Manhattan, like a circle the size of Manhattan, or maybe even
Okay.
like a borough and a half. It's a big city because it's a city state. It's a sovereign nation, but still, if you're gonna get to the outskirts, you're gonna have a lot of running to do, which we can make a chasing out of if you really want to run that way. I'm down for it.
It's either that or would I know that there's an easy way to get into the sewers from here?
From here, you can do effectively the same and run along these city tops to get to the decontamination center by the aqueduct you just blew up, and drop 50 feet into the sewers.
50 feet. I'm going to go ahead and say that Dragon's not going to want to have his friends drop 50 feet, especially Morel. Morel's a big guy. That's a lot of weight to crash down on.
Yeah, and he's not very quick on the like roll at the end, so he's just gonna.
So like Link, when you don't hold forward, just.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. What? Do we head for the outskirts or should we try and get into the sewers, guys? I'm not 100% sure at this point.
Lore check. Regional lore check.
Okay.
Okay. Dice jail.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm retiring my I'm ending Pride Month early, and I'm retiring my dice set.
We got like what?
Roll?
We got at least a day left of Pride.
Nope. Too late. Turn in the towel.
What
in
did
you
you
go.
roll?
Back in the dice bag. Jingle, jingle, jingle. New dice. So the lore check was actually a 19.
Okay.
Not the worst. But
What
it was
speci-
Nate in the die face.
That's not bad. What specifically are you looking for with the lore check?
Okay. I need to know if so using Alona's kind of expertise in like religion and knowing things about like different cities and how they worship, are there any shrines or like places where the public go to worship gods that we could hide in and pretend like we're worshiping, and when the malefactors come in, they will have a harder time finding us because we'll be surrounded by a bunch of people worshiping.
In the
I-
That
demon
makes
city.
sense.
Yeah, I will say that with that roll and how hard of a secret this is kept within these city walls,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be high enough to get that kind of secret intel. Now, the DC
fair.
would be a little lower for Morel and a lot lower for Dragon.
Okay, can I make a society check to see if like I could know anywhere that crowds would be? Like just pretty much she's trying to figure out any way for them to at least break line of sight for even
Yeah.
a couple minutes.
Okay. Give me a second. Thinking of the city structure. Got it. Yeah. Okay, give me a society check. DC to beat is 22.
It's only an 18, unfortunately.
Only an 18. With an 18, that 50-foot drop sucks, but it's the quickest way to get off the streets.
All right, everyone. We got to go to the aqueducts, but the fall is really gonna suck.
Yeah, I don't have a feather fall token anymore. I don't
Yeah.
think Chio has one either. And you guys definitely don't have them.
And I'm an
No.
ape right now. So
Well, you might be able to climb down.
As a gorilla?
yep, I am definitely a gorilla. That is the ape I have chosen because there's like orangutan. I just did all this research on apes, by the way. Yes, I'm a gorilla.
That's amazing.
I just assume because gorillas are like the coolest of all the
That
apes.
of all apes, yeah.
They're
Like
so dope.
I was like, I can do all these other ones, and a gorilla, it's gonna be a gorilla.
Yeah, it's a gorilla for
Mhm,
sure.
mhm.
Alright.
Well, Alona can try and climb down if she
I could try to hold you and climb down.
That sounds like a worse idea. That sounds like you will get negative penalties and you might fall and will
I
both
also have a
die.
better athletics though, as a ape,
Oh,
and they are arboreal, like they climb like trees and stuff. So
You know
they
what?
climb.
can I be on your back?
Yeah,
So you'll have both hands.
that is probably better. Yes.
Yes. Let's do that. That seems
Alright.
like fun. And then it really is like King Kong, kind of. I won't be in your arm, but like, yeah.
Yep.
Well, in that case, you have to get there. And since currently you are about to get stomped on by a good dozen of malefactors, let's play the chase music because the
No!
malefactors are going to be
Mm.
chasing you across the city rooftops.
The last chase we saw was very dramatic and made me very nervous. So
Yeah,
I'm not
y'all
excited.
don't get hit and run faster than them. Please.
No, the last chase was very stressful on everybody.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is, like a normal chase, you all are going to be going on the same turn. The DC will be the same for all of you. How you solve it is up to you. We need a certain number of successes per round to make that a group success. Your success will be measured against the malefactors to see if you succeed or fail on this leg of the chase. That being said, best out of 5. Let's see who wins. Let's see who dies. Starting with...
Why
I
does
want
it have to go to that extreme? Why can't it just be like who gets their ankle sprained?
Well, I mean, you want to ask these malefactors if they're just going to sprain your ankles and walk away?
They're gonna murk us. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's fair.
So I want everyone to roll an initiative. Highest initiative will count for the group initiative versus my initiative.
Highest is not me.
Not I either. I only got a 15.
I got a 19.
22.
Okay.
23.
23. Unfortunately, the malefactors will be going first in the chase, and they will be affecting the DC of your actions.
Wait, I'm gonna hero point.
All right, roll again.
Yeah. Get him, Randy.
That is much better. That is a 29.
They will still go first.
No.
I tried. It's
Son
cool.
of a...
You were so close. It's just a few points off. So you start running it. As you start running and moving across these cities, it's like every single, what you're about to get into is every single parkour Assassin's Creed dream you've ever had. But Ezio Auditore is being chased by demonic knights who are just Terminators from the movie Terminator. So put that together in your head. Malefactors are going to start first. They're going to use an athletics check to just leap at all of you in this massive horde of steel. It's going to be a success, but you all can have an opportunity as well. The obstacle is quite literally a dozen heavily armed demonic knights jumping at you.
Oh,
Great.
what do we roll?
Yay.
Anything you want to try and not get... Anything you want for this, but the DC will be 25.
Are they jumping onto the roof with us? The same
Yes.
roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Huh.
That's a lot of weight.
It is a lot of weight.
You said the DC's 25?
Mhm.
28. Athletics.
Okay.
Religion to pray my way out of this, and I still don't fucking make it. God.
I hope
damn.
you're praying as you're like grabbing on.
But it's like, eh.
Question.
Yes, Kylie?
Go ahead, Wes. Go ahead.
Oh,
Wes?
I was gonna say I got a 20 on Arcana in an attempt to collapse the roof once they land on it.
Unfortunately, with the DC being 25, that won't work. So you're not quite sure how to make your spell go off in a way that it won't just blow up in your face as well.
Yeah,
And-
I was gonna try and telekinetic projectile like one of the support beams or something.
Yeah, you can't quite get a clear eye of line of sight, so it's not going to work. That will be unfortunately a fail for this round.
Are there any cracks on the wall that we can see? Like where we're stepping?
On the rooftops, I'm going to say, before they survived, yeah, there's definitely some cracks here and there.
I don't know if one of my arrows is gonna be strong enough. The idea was to shoot an arrow in a crack to try to sever the cement even more. So then when they step on it, it collapses.
Give me a roll to hit.
Cool. $25.
That's the DC. That hits, and therefore... Boom. So as you start running, malefactors are landing one by one. Randy, your check is successful. Oh gosh, I'm blanking already. Remind me what it was again?
It's an athletics check. I'm getting out of the way with the Lona on my back.
Perfect. So as Alona is trying to pray and receives nothing in this horribly twisted demonic city, you're just like, we gotta go, and you just leap.
We're
running-
go.
Dragon, unfortunately, you can't quite get your magic to work, and so you kind of have a slow start, but you catch up with panic. Kylie, Shonibus, you see a perfect crack, you shoot it, the crack starts to kind of split a bit. While they land, and a lot of them are already just leaping to the next platform in midair. Okay. You notice about a tenth of their numbers just break through the roof, and you hear a loud clang as metal just collides to the ground. So the numbers have dropped. They're going to take They're going to take one penalty, -1 penalty on this round. It's a tie. Both groups are successful. Round 2. They're going first. As they land, they are going to try and basically strike the ground, causing a ripple effect to shatter the roof that you're on, learning from Shonibus.
I don't like that at all.
Mm-mm.
Unfortunately, it's a success. Now, you all have your chances. The obstacle is quite literally the ground around you is crumbling and breaking from the might of these demonic knights, with your ground quickly leaving you. And the next building, just one horizontal pull in the middle of the air away, a nice 15-foot jump. What are you going to do?
Can I pray again?
Sure.
I did a 23, but I don't know if that's good enough.
To what?
It's okay,
Uh,
Randy.
It's I was going to try to like leap to another building, like monkey jump.
I got a dirty 20 again. My
Wow.
dice. Where are my dice rolls from the one shot? That's what I
Hey, y'all killed it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We were rolling nat 20s like every other.
It was either nat 20 or nat
ridiculous.
1. Like it was all over the place. Like in the middle of the most in the middle die I think I rolled was a 112.
I got a 30 to pray. So you know what happens? Like in Indiana Jones, when in the third movie, when he steps out and he's just told to trust and like believe that there will be a place for him to step. There's just a place for Lothier to step all of a sudden.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe not quite that, but I definitely have something in mind for that. We'll see where
No,
this
no,
goes.
no, it's fine. It's just for the first place my mind went. No, totally not canon.
Okay. Kylie, what is your skill check and what's your number?
Is there any shadows ahead of me from different buildings or whatever it may be? Or even if I can see the shadow in the sewer?
Not in the sewer, but as the fireball in the sky begins to go to bed and the red and orange horizons start to slip into night, you are seeing shadows starting to cross the buildings in front of you.
Hood is going to go half on, and I'm going to shadow jump.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check. I'll give you a +4 bonus on that if there's not only one written in.
Sick. So close to a nat 20. It spinned so fast. 30.
30. Okay. So the good thing is you succeed this round. The giant ape leap can't quite make it there, but as you pray, there's that moment of, oh crap, and your hands meet the edge of the building. Pulling yourself back up, you make it just fine. Kylie, you move through the shadows like a ghost, and you're already on the other side of the building. Alone, of course, you're going with the gorilla, so no problem there. Dragon, as you leap, you kind of have to rest your foot on that little pole in the middle and leap again. Can't quite make it in one jump. As you do this, the ground breaks all along the roof and it just clutters underneath. You see the malefactors look at that, look at you, as you're now one building and about one kind of yard in between. They look at the rooftop and they hop inside the building. They vanish from sight. So now, this next one, they will treat as a stealth action. And you are not going to know what it's going to be. You're going to have to make a guess and roll for it. So, round 3, make a guess what the malefactors are going to do. Name your skill check and name your number. When you roll it, raise your hands so I know who to call on.
The malefactors are magical beings, right?
You would know this. They are very demonic in nature. They are fiendish in nature.
So they do have magic.
Maybe.
I'd like to cast detect magic.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check for that.
Okay. Please roll higher than a 6.
Oh, Wes.
It keeps getting lower every time I roll the dice.
Oh no.
That's a 17 on Arcana.
Okay.
That's not gonna work. You have no
No.
idea what they're about to do.
Cool.
Okay.
Glad we did this.
I have an idea.
Mhm.
If I see any hands try to reach out, grab us, take that hand, and I'm going to launch them in the opposite direction.
Okay.
That's an
Would you-
athletics check. It is a
Dice, dice.
26.
Okay. Sydney, what are you doing?
That's a great question. Can I do an intimidation check?
Go right ahead. Even give me the intimidation. Give me the speech and make the roll.
Amazing. I am happy because it's a 28.
Okay. What do you say?
Man, I really hope no ugly fuckers try and grab us right now, because that would be the absolute worst move to do, because we're too ugly. So you can't touch us, because we're too good at our jobs, and if you touch us, you'll die.
Okay. I love that. It's like, you're not gonna touch me, you're too sticky.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly it.
Kylie, what was your check and what was your number?
First, Shionibus is very proud of Alona's intimidation. She's like, I grew up so fast. Given I have my hood on even just a little, I'm gonna do perception, hoping that since they could see me, hopefully I can see them.
Okay, give me a perception check.
That was a 23.
23. You definitely can look through the roof, kind of like Batman's detective vision in the video games. You kind of see that, kind of like you're looking through it, and you're seeing a lot of clunky, awkward movements, but nothing clear. Unfortunately, you were 2 points away from the DC, but fortunately,
Ha! Nerds.
You had enough to be successful in this round. And sure enough, as you're looking from the ground, you suddenly see, taking up your whole vision, the faceplate of one of these malefactor helmets as they come breaking up through the ground, trying to like basically leap up Hulk style to grab you. As they do, Randy, tell me the tale of you just going apeshit on these dudes.
Aha.
Oh, I think you're muted.
Haha, yes. So apes have really good sense of touch, right? So as he starts feeling the ground start to tremble, he starts to leap up, grabs the arm, and as they're flying in the air, he uses that momentum to sort of use extra strength and like launch it as he flips over, lands back on his feet, and then continues running.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, with this like one-handed grab into like a hand-over-hand front flip, you just throw a couple, and you can see them just kind of winging off the side, and they slam into the ground. And as they're laying on the ground, they have this moment of sit straight up like the Undertaker and slowly get to their feet. But man, they are a good 40 feet to the west. You are able to, as the building underneath you just starts crumbling and collapsing, you're able to fend most of them off, jump to the next building. You are 3 down, 2 successes away. Right now, there's only been 1 failure on the malefactor's side. You're very close to victory. So that being said, the next obstacle, the next obstacle, a purple ripple of fire just opens up in front of you.
Why?
Nothing seems to be coming out right now, but it's directly in between you and the next jump to get to the decontamination site of the aqueducts.
So just so I'm picturing this correctly, we're on the roof, we're here, there's a fire here, and we're trying to get to the other side, correct?
Yep.
Cool. Got it.
Mahooch came up with oh no, Effie Burton. Mahooch is in the chat now. Hi, Mahooch. Effie Burton came up with a really good suggestion, and I was thinking of it anyway. Can I intimidate the fire?
Your God.
You know what? Sure. Go ahead and intimidate the fire. I want to see that. DC is still 25.
Switching dice really helped. That's a 33.
Damn, to do what?
So Alona, whatever you're about to do, I hope
Athletics.
it's enough for an entire 8 because I nat 1'd my roll.
I didn't do any better. I'm so sorry. I mean, I did because I didn't roll that one, but I definitely did not meet the DC. Oopsie daisy. There's a fire there. The fire is actually kind of pretty. I can't diss the fire. It's purple.
So
It's my favorite color. I don't know.
the badass gorilla just kind of like stops when he sees the fire, and there's Alona going, "You pretty fire." Wes, what was your 33 for again?
It was for athletics, and hopefully I can see them kind of like not making the jump. So I'd like to use my powerful leap and just kind of like smack into them and hopefully giving them some extra momentum to make it. and then try and grab onto the next ledge.
All right, Kylie, what was your check and what was the number?
I did my last charge for my shadow jump, and it's 22.
Okay.
Why is it the one round that I actually roll okay? But why do you hate me, dice gods?
We're meant to fail today. That's why.
No.
So
I guess.
as you start running by the purple fire, Randy and Sidney, you kind of get perplexed by it. You don't quite know what it's going to do or how to get around it. Meanwhile, Wes, you try to like jump off of them to give them some momentum. The gorilla's a lot more dense than you are. You leap over it, no problem. Unfortunately, your intentions don't help them at all. And now you're on one side of the fire. Everyone else is on their side. Kylie, you start trying to shadow jump around it. And suddenly you feel a hand around your throat as outside the purple fire, a devil's arm grabs you by the neck and starts to move out of the purple fire. A portal straight to hell was ripped open, and you see a devil's face glaring at all of you as it it starts to breathe negative damage.
Ooh,
Son of a bitch.
I have a thing for that.
You all take. Come on. Let's see. You all take 37 negative damage from this demon's face.
I'm sorry.
Excuse?
What?
Yeah. It kind of has this like two heads like Janus, and the breath just ripples everywhere.
Well,
But about this
can I
time,
shoot
you
it?
see there's a malefactor holding their hand steady to maintain the spell. As they get exhausted, they drop them down, and they kind of lean up against the side of one of the buildings, and the malefactors start climbing over the weakened malefactor like a steel step ladder, just and climbing up. As it stands, you are 4 runs in. You are both tied with 3 successes and 1 failure between you and the malefactors. This is the last leg of the journey. As this horrible fire licks upon you and starts to dissolve the damage you've taken, you see just in eyesight the broken aqueduct and the decontamination center for said aqueduct. This is the last check. This is to make or break. If you win, you get in there. If you fail, and they don't fail, you'll become prisoners of the malefactors in the 7 noble towers.
Not
Are you
again,
ready?
PJ.
Are you ready for the last roll before we go on break to decide what your life is going to be like?
As ready as I can be.
I am
Okay.
actually stressed out.
So the
I need
only
some-
obstacle in front of you is a broken aqueduct and about 60 feet of jump space, where there's a 50-foot drop meeting or awaiting you.
Very good
Now-
dice. Very good dice.
Your goal is this: either A, explain how you're surviving the jump, or explain how you're surviving the fall.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what your skill check's for. Now, if you have another creative outlet, also do that. The DC is still 25.
I need a pretty lady to blow in my dice, please. Please.
I'll do it all the way from over here. I'm not a lady, but I'll do it.
Do it. Blow in
gonna-
my dice.
I was gonna say you can just do it yourself, Sydney.
True.
Oh.
True facts.
Yeah, you're a pretty lady too.
Listen, this is all about self-love tonight. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Be your own pretty lady. Blow on your own dice.
Exactly.
Oh my God, not 20. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
I sure did not.
Um, so my plan was to leap off and try and use Gale Blast when I'm about to hit to lessen everyone's fall.
Okay.
Like with the create wind pressure at the bottom to kind of create an updraft and like lessen the damage for everybody.
Cool. I will give everyone a +1 to this check for that attempt to critically assist everyone. So everyone gets a +1 on this check.
So that's
That makes it a 25.
33 Arcana.
Okay, what was the skill check for?
That was in athletics. It was to fall and grab the sides of the wall as I was, and I had one under, and I was not happy about it. And that's
excellent news.
Okay. Now, Sydney, what was yours?
I don't make it. Do you want to know how badly I didn't make it?
Always.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 10 on the die face.
Okay.
And even if I can't justify a religion or a medicine check. So I was going to try and hold on to Lothier as tightly as I could. And I got a 15.
Okay. Now I'll say this.
Wait, isn't that with a +1? Is there a +1 on top of that, or is that with the +1?
Now there's it's a 16.
That's not a critical fail then.
You have no idea how much that just saved your ass.
It's not a critical fail then. It's not a critical fail.
Now, Kylie, you could make this, you could break this. What's the roll? What's the number?
So I did an acrobatics and going to I got a 26.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I grappled though?
Good question. When the malefactor fainted from the spell, you were let go.
Cool. I am going to, I don't know, cartwheel my way over. I don't know. I'm stressed, PJ.
Okay. Now, before I say what I rolled, I'm going to ask anyone in the audience, do you have a hero point? Because you may want to give it.
Excuse me?
You may want to give it. Just saying.
Oh,
Give it to me.
Beach nut.
And that's all I'm going to ask. I'm going to wait for the people in the chat to chime in and say if they have a hero point.
Quick, someone make a pun.
I have a joke.
Yes.
Okay. Are we ready? It's a good one.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay. Oh, holy snap. Joe just popped in the chat to say volunteer as tribute.
Aww,
All right.
Joe.
And this is what's happening.
Yay.
Okay. Perfect. So
Is that perfect for us or you? Everything is stressful.
allow me to tell you the tale. As you're running on this rooftop, you have jumped from building to building. You swung and jumped and leapt over poles. You're swinging on clotheslines. You're doing everything you can to keep going. You have had buildings literally torn from underneath you, and you've had demons and devils summoned in front of you. The malefactors have been hounding you like an unstoppable, unfeeling, uncaring army. They just steamroll their way through every challenge. And now you see the end in sight. Dragon's endgame. And as that comes into view, you see them break up through the ground, land, slowly start marching towards all of you. They stop, they put their hands in the air, and they start to curl that purple flame. And around by the aqueduct near the decontamination center, you see green, thick mucus-like ooze rise up from the ground, bubbling. Bloop, 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 bloop. Slimy ichor start to grow from the ground and form a giant ball that turns into this massive maw. And you leap. As you leap, suddenly, a familiar voice breaks through the air and goes, "Oh, hello." And these two golden rods in the hands of a blind champion of Vigilmot leap from midair and pummel the ooze in midair, slicing in half as it screams and just destroys and fizzles. As you're leaping, you activate Gale Blast. You hit the dead center of this massive well. Gears broken and overturned from what horrors you can't even begin to understand. But the wind starts to cover you and protect you. As your hand grabs and slides down the side of this wall, the wind makes it so you land dead center. And then, with their eyes covered by that rag and their armor and their 2 golden sticks, you just hear a ting ting, and you hear Joe, the champion of Vigilmont, say, I was sent to investigate something about evil. Are you guys the evil? And then as the world above you vanishes into the darkness of the sewers, you can hear what can only be described as a violent conquering of evil. When I first rolled the malefactors on this final roll, it was a critical 20.
Oh my god, no.
I didn't want that for you. And if anyone could give me a hero point, I would re-roll and take the lower of the 2. I rolled again. I got a 1.
Joe, you saved us!
We love you, Joe.
Oh my
I love you, Joe.
Joe literally came to your aid upon investigation of Enshelator and the malefactors. But just as Joe is wont to do, once he has saved the day, he goes, you make a good point, Vigilmont. And he's off on his next adventure. Meanwhile, you are in the sewers. The dank, dimsel, and quite frankly, disgusting sulfurous smog of the sewers. And that is where we're going to go on our break. When we come back in 5 to 10 minutes, I think we're all going to have a stiff drink, and we'll see where the rest of tonight goes. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the second part of episode 23 of season 2. If you're just turning in or for some reason didn't quite see how we got to our break, the heroes of tomorrow just narrowly escaped the chase of the malefactors through their own skill, their own guile, and a little bit of a gift from a wandering champion of Vigilmont. Joe came in and definitely was instrumental at a point in time. And now, the Gale Blast and the gorilla grips going down the side, everyone has survived the 50-foot drop into the sewers and is now in the sewers under Enshelator.
The first thing that happens is Lothier changes back into his normal form. So he sort of stops down, and it's about time you start feeling as he sort of asks you to step away, and then he starts changing back.
All right. Can I roll a nature check to see if Alona for some reason knows anything about sewers? Is that a nature check? What kind of check is that?
That's a very good question. I'm going to say society, because I think those are mostly things of like cities and civilizations.
Ah, yes, high society of the sewers.
I could do
talk over tea.
I could do nature on the water and see where it's flowing and see what direction it's going.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm 100% okay with that. Yeah.
I mean, it's got to go somewhere, regardless of what it is.
Can I also do a society check on the sewers to see if if anyone was talking over tea about sewers?
Yeah. I also want to say that was the first nat 20 I've ever rolled with this dice, and it worked out well.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to roll survival and see if I know if there's any creatures lurking in the sewers.
Okay.
Wow.
So Lothier
See you dice.
sees the flowing liquid, and it smells horrid, but he sort of starts smelling, unfortunately, because he has to see where the wind is sort of going down this tunnel. And so he has that idea, but he can't see as well down here as the rest of you can. But I forgot I have light. Never mind. I can't see. I'm gonna cast light.
24 on survival.
Good. 24 at survival. What was the nature check?
24. Oh, 24.
Perfect. Okay. Kylie, were you about to make a check?
Can I do perception to see if there's any like pipes that might lead to a direction?
Of course, yeah.
16.
Okay. Sydney, what was that society check you were talking about rolling earlier?
I say, in high society, I rolled a 23 to figure out if anyone fancy talks about sewers.
Ooh, a 23.
So, with your nature check, Lothier, you find that where you're staying, the water seems to be going south from here. So if you keep following the water, you know that you'll probably come out around south to southwest outside of Enshelator. So yeah, following the water will probably get you out and below the city. Dragon, with your survival check, start looking for signs of life. And you unfortunately find way too many. You find a plethora of claw marks from rodents that are a little too large to be traditional rodents.
Rodents of unusual size.
I don't believe they exist. But yeah, sure enough, you see the claw marks in the ground. They're pretty big claw marks too. You do also see something else eventually scanning around the claw marks that I'll need you and anyone else to make a check after I say what Sydney's high society check is. Most people seem to complain about the sewers, saying that they're never well regulated enough and that they're very smelly. If you want anything about this sewer system, you haven't heard anyone talk about it, but you can tell that if you go north, you're probably going to find a way back to the 7 noble family houses. If you go south, you will definitely go southwest out of the city. But Wes, you find a very unusual symbol that is made out of a sickly green energy that seems to kind of exist within the space between spaces of the claw marks of these rats of unusual sizes. If someone makes a religion check, I can tell you who that symbol or sigil is for.
Sydney, save us.
Oh, Ray, I think you got muted.
Dang it.
No.
I keep forgetting to press it. So I rolled really well on my religion check. 19 plus 12. So 31.
Nice. What'd you get, Sydney?
Damn!
Yeah, religion's one of my things.
It's not one of mine. I got a 10.
Nice.
I think it's like nature, religion, and medicine and survival.
Hey.
All those juicy wisdom skills. What was that, Kylie? You said 34?
24.
24. Okay. And Sydney, what was your religion check?
Do I have to tell you?
Yes.
Do I have to? Okay. It
Yes.
was a 17.
Okay, that's not bad, but that's not going to be successful. That's not bad.
No.
So Lothier and Shionibus. Lothier recognizes that this symbol or sigil or whatever you want to call this is the marking of Deka, the devil lord of disease, decay.
That rat we saw earlier too. Was that
So somewhere in this sewer was the presence, blessing, etc., if not even the full form of the demon queen of disease herself. Now, Kylie, you have been around for a long time. You have studied an era called the Looking Glass era, wherein the veil between our world and the veil of hell and the world of the dead became very thin in certain places and became malleable from those forces. This is a looking glass to Deka's realm of hell. Not only is that this her presence, this is absolutely a shortcut from our world to her kingdom.
So I'm glad that we've escaped that. She points up. However, I don't know if we want to go any further down here. We could very much be entering the realm of Alone. I'm not sure if you know who this is, but Deca. And that's not a good thing. So if we want to find another way, that'd be pretty cool. But if not, we could very much not be on the mortal plane.
Saying we'll die?
I mean, there's probably a good chance of it. It is essentially us. PJ, it's essentially us going to hell, right? Or one of the layers of hell.
It would be either hell spilling into your world or you possibly spilling into hell just a little bit.
Cool.
Those claw marks, can I see a nature roll to see if they're some kind of creature that would make sense, or if it's more demonic? Like, basically, I'm not rolling to see if I know if it's demonic. I'm rolling to see if it's natural, and then if it's not, it's demons.
Yeah, go ahead, make a nature check.
All right, that's
Surprise, it's demons.
Yeah, no, it's a 23.
Compared to what you know about all rodents, this is not a normal or natural rodent. You can see some unusual residue in the claw marks, suggesting that there is something unnatural embedded in their nail beds.
Yep. Cool. Yeah.
Oops. All rodents.
I don't think we really have an option of going back up there, though. I think we can either head in the opposite direction of where the water is flowing, or we head to the south, probably out of the city, I'd imagine.
Dragon is gonna kind of look in both locations and then drop his head. I know that I'm the cause of this mess that we're all in, but I have a favor to ask. Can you all help me take down the demon that is inhabiting my father's body so that he can rest? He doesn't deserve this, and the reason he's in this state is because of my failure.
Well, lucky for you, I gotta kill the fucker anyway.
What?
So
What? What do you mean?
She's gonna look at Alone, and I assume Ichi, who's probably there with them. I should have said this back a while ago, like before I left. We all left my home a while ago. And you two are new, and so you wouldn't have had any idea anyway. I didn't have any idea until a few months ago. My family hunts demons and devils like one does. And I have been tasked, and she's gonna pull out the letter, PJ, with all the names on the assassination of these individuals to uphold a lifetime of a legacy of my family's name. Alona, Ichi, I didn't know how to bring it up because it's not something to talk about at dinner, nor do I want ears to listen in that could possibly prohibit me from doing this. But yeah. So it's already on the to-do list. Might as well just get it out of the way, you know?
Lothair just starts laughing. He's just like, all right. So stop, a big thing from destroying all of humanity and destroying demons and whatever else comes our way, because we could just do it all.
Oh.
Dragon's gonna put his hand on Lothair's forehead, like, are you all right?
I mean, this is a lot. It's just constant. There's a stone thing that wants to destroy me for no reason of my own. I didn't do anything to it. And there's a prophecy that we're trying to stop someone from dying and saving the entire world. You guys have already saved the world at least once. And now we're demon hunters.
Not we.
Right. But I mean, if you're a demon hunter, we're demon hunters because we're with you and we're going to have to help. I mean, you can finish it. I don't want to do that. But
Lothair, I'm sorry. You're right. This is a lot. And we didn't actually have. I mean, listen, not like we could have foreseen everything that's happened, but we didn't actually have a conversation and tell you that when you apparently get involved with us, a lot of bad things tend to happen to you, and that's not fair, and you have every right to be overwhelmed.
I'm sorry. You guys have done nothing but be kind to me. I just this is a lot.
Dragon is immediately going to give Lothair a big hug.
I hug him back.
You're not taking all of this on your own.
Right. As long as we're together, we can probably do it. You guys have already saved the world once.
Is it twice now or 3 times? I don't know.
I don't know. Actually, it's probably 4, and they just haven't told us.
Also, just saying, as a money-making thing, guys might want to try and write a book or something.
That's true. There's franchises. You could start a business. But
I think Ichi's working on that.
I look over at Ichi, and she's probably like,
Probably. Okay.
I guess I'm in. I don't really have any other option. But I want to do this. Yep. All right.
Yeah. I want to put my father's body to rest. He deserves peace. None of you knew him, but he was a good man, and he taught me everything I know and then some. And I didn't always listen, but he was always there for me right up until the end. And now, because of me, he's inhabited by that monster.
She's
So
gonna put a hand on Dragon's shoulder. Bug, get out of here. Came at me out of nowhere. What did I say earlier?
You put a hand on Dragon's shoulder.
Hero point.
Good one, Randy.
Sorry.
I'll allow that one. That was a good one.
That was really good.
Anyway, you gotta trust us. No matter what happens, it's all gonna be good. We're all gonna stick together. That's all we can do.
With my father, I don't want anyone else to get hurt because of me.
You know, what I've learned in my many years of life, you can't be the one to make that decision for other people. If people want to stand by you, no matter if you push them away, they're gonna stand by you. Believe me, I know from experience.
I look at Alona, who seems to be just beaming.
Trust me when I say that I am not quite stupid enough to think I can do this all by myself. I'm absolutely going to need everyone's help. The thought of losing any of you, it's too much. But I appreciate all of you and your help.
We're going to keep having to face things that are going to be harder and harder. And we can't run away from them.
That means one day you're probably gonna fight a dragon.
You mean get a dragon as a pet?
Same thing.
And to see the dragon like get a little smirk for the first time, like this entire episode.
So, we're going to help you. Now, how do we find him?
All right, first things first. And Dragon's going to turn around to the well that they came down and try and use telekinetic projectile to collapse it so that the malefactors can't follow them.
Okay. I'll say as you reach out, you're able to find a very potent load-bearing brick, and you punch out through with it, and it all kind of collapses in on itself in a rubble.
Like brushing the dust out of his face. Well, at least they won't be able to get down here that way. They seemed really good at jumping, so I didn't want them to jump down there.
Smart.
So, are we going to go outside the city and recuperate, or do we want to go inside, more inside of the city and find a place to recuperate?
If we're planning on causing some trouble, maybe we still go to that place you said we might be able to lay low. They might expect us to try to run.
That's my thought as well. So, further into hell we go.
And hopefully not too far into hell.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that again.
But he points at the little symbol and goes, but, you know, well, I guess if we go, at least we'll go together.
Yeah. There's no other group of people I'd rather go to hell with. Though, out of all the layers, this might be my least favorite one, only because I don't have remove disease. I know, oversight.
So to clarify, double checking. Going north takes you all the way to the 7 noble towers, the top of the center hill. We're going there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
PJ.
Okay.
Yep.
So you follow the opposite flow of the river. Painfully, it's not hard, it's not arduous, it's tedious, but it's not exhausting. Eventually, you get to this long stone pipe going north with a ladder, a hand ladder going straight up, which it's easily a couple 100 feet of a climb, but you take your time, you post up with your legs, you rest, catch your breath. You can manage to do it in the full amount of time it takes. When you finally get to the top, you see there's a kind of a stone latch above you. And you can tell from the light that's fading around the edges of it that it's going to lead to the outdoors, probably an open area at the very top of the city. Do you breach now? Do you do anything else before you go to the dead center top of this city, the noble quarter?
Ramona prepares more insults. Just kidding. What?
No, I was just gonna leave it up to Dragon since Dragon knows the place.
All right. So we're in the center of the city. We can go up now and take our chances and try to find some place to rest. Or we can take our chances in this filthy sewer and try and take a nap.
I don't think sewer nap is a good idea, considering.
I don't either. Yep.
Yeah. Sewer nap, not great, because sewer nap means sewer rat, and sewer rat will eat us in our sewer nap, and then we'll have our sewer bad time. So we should leave the sewer.
Yeah, I would also not like to have sewer bad times. You know, I kind of want to find that tiny noble. He seemed very suspicious with the whole passing the money to the poor thing. I wonder if we can track him down. I've been to a lot of towns, and that was not very noble-like. And did he seem absolutely terrified to anyone else?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, they were ordering him around, and they said it's time to go, and they took him back to wherever they took him.
All right.
Would there be anything on that person's clothing that we would have noticed that would have told us which noble family they were in?
Yes, I would need a heraldry lore check or anything similar to that.
Good luck with that.
I have lore legal.
You would know what it means to be a noble, what the heraldry will do in society, but you wouldn't be able to recognize the specific family or history of it.
Okay.
That is a 25 for heraldry.
Are you kidding?
Wait, what? Hold up.
I love it.
New skill unlock.
It's always been a skill. I just haven't used it. It comes when you're a noble, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
All right. So looking at the symbol, you see what looks like a red dragon and a red wolf kind of facing one another, with the dragon over the wolf, and there's a sword up from the wolf up to the dragon, a sword down from the dragon to the wolf, as well as a few other royal touches. And you recognize this, and especially by like kind of crunching out some of the details with Dragon, who's lived here first time, that he is from the Raskuchin family.
I want to relay that information.
Okay. Raskuchin is spelled Rascuchin, just to clarify anything.
So Puck Raskuchin. Lord.
Let's go find the little bitch. Let's go.
All right.
All right. So you breach the top and go back to the main square in the noble quarter?
Yeah. Before we do, though, I just want to remind all of us that when I started asking people about the Lord, no one remembered him.
What?
There was this weird. I paid gold to this woman and her kid, and they had no idea
who he was or how long he'd been a noble, or it was just like almost like a spell or something. So I don't know how
Interesting.
helpful people will be.
Well, if they don't know who he is, who's saying we can't say that we know him and that we're looking for him? That we're his friends?
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
mean, not everyone in this town. Wait, Dragon.
What?
Does everyone in this town know who you are?
PJ, does everyone in this town know who I am?
Nope.
Didn't think so. Yeah. They kind of kept me a secret. I didn't exactly behave once I found out whose body I was thrust into. That
So
sounded
they're not-
wrong. My soul was placed in.
So no one's going to recognize your body.
I certainly hope not.
I also hope not. Oh God, the worst case scenario just came into my brain. Anyway,
No, make it.
let's go and hope we can find them.
So since we're breaching, I want everyone to give me a perception check.
8 plus 14, 29.
Why do you choose now to give me the best roll I've rolled all freaking night?
That's how it works. 16.
Oh, I'm also really bloody, by the way. I'm like half health.
What?
No.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. We got hit for 32. Can I heal everybody?
Before we go.
I didn't get hit
Sure.
at all.
Yeah.
I took positive healing for that.
That's right, because you were in the Dewat, so that
Mhm.
negative damage just healed you.
Mhm.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what's up. That's what's up.
Right.
Yeah. So let's do the healing first, and then I'll get everyone's
Okay.
perception checks.
Thank you.
Amazing. I'm going to cast this at heightened 1. So that's 2d10 plus my mod. So let's do math real fast. Boop, 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 boop. We're doing the healing dance. Ooh, the healing dance. It's really good because it heals you for some of your health so you don't die because dying's the worst. And that's how we're gonna do that. 19 points of health.
All right, Randy, you are healed 19 points of health.
Oh, thank you. That is 56. Thank you. That's super helpful.
Any other healing while you are still within that moment of we're stuck in this safe vertical tunnel and about to pop up? Okay. So you clang, come out onto the city street of the Noble Quarter. It is extravagant, lavish, well-maintained, well-designed. You're seeing beautiful topiaries and beautiful floral arrangements. You're seeing little miniature fountains covered in gold and fancy jewelry and stones. Massive mansions, just gilded and breathtaking and immaculate. And then you hear a voice. 50-50 chance you either left this city or came back here. I guess I should reward you for your gambling because I send all of the malefactors away to the south. So that will be bad news for you, or maybe good news for me. I get you all to myself. And then this tinier voice goes, "Excuse me, malefactor. I've been seeing what you've been doing, and I think I'm going to order you to stop." You turn and look, and down the road, you see a hollow and horrified Lord Puck, who points a finger at this 10-foot tall malefactor ordering him to stop. The malefactor's head and his helmet just kind of drops. Lord Puck, go back to the womb. You go to the womb, I won't put you in a tomb. Agreed? No. I am Lord Puck of the Rasputin family, and with those responsibilities, I command you. And as you look, you see the demon takes off the helmet. You see their face slowly start to change into Lord Puck's face. I will be right back. And he turns to chase down and kill Lord Puck, who begins to run away to the Rasputin family home, massive, with this large window completely destroyed, busted, and ripped off of the side of the house.
No.
We
Can
gotta
can
stop that
I
fast.
hit him?
You wanna chase after
hit
him?
before he gets too far? What?
What are you hitting him with?
Oh, searing light, because that does extra damage to fiends. Ya bitch, let's go.
All right, roll.
I sure heck and will. All right. I have to roll to hit first, don't I? Hey
No.
chat. Hey chat. Hey chat. I saw some of you had hero point earlier. I was just I was wondering if you wanted to be really nice, and I wasn't clever like Randy earlier, and I didn't have a funny thing to say, and that happens most of the time. I feel like out of everyone in this cast, I get hero points the least because I don't say puns as much as everybody else. So if you could find it in your hearts to just slide into the chat and be like, ooh, I have a hero point, and I Amethyst, thank you. I'm so grateful that you would give me one if you had one. It's so nice of you.
Hero point for pleading.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Until someone in the chat has one and says, I'm going to give it to you, we're going to give you a 50-50 chance.
Oh,
Heads,
God.
sure. Tails,
When
nope.
did you turn into Two-Face?
When it worked for the
Terrence
drama.
said- wait.
Oh,
No,
I did a
wait,
blind,
wait,
I
Ah,
lost
wait.
it.
Terran
Damn
Wanderer. Terran Wanderer
Terran
gave me
Wanderer
theirs.
said, yeah.
They gave me theirs because they're a generous human being
But
or a fey creature.
but I
I
also
don't
wanna
know.
know
Or
what
a
the flip
fake
was.
creature. We don't know.
But I also want to know what the flip was.
I lost the
yeah,
coin.
that's fine.
Oh.
Oh.
I blindly did this to like have drama, and it went and I was like, shit.
It's even better because it's the hero point from the camel stream.
Oh,
That's
yes.
amazing.
So it's
Two
got
camel points.
camel flavor. Camel points.
Camel.
Ah.
They came back.
wait, can we do it again?
Yeah.
I can't.
Worth it.
It's derp o'clock, everyone. Welcome.
I'm gonna roll again.
There
I'm
was so much
sorry.
intensity in the first half. I think we fried our brains. Happens to me all the time.
Did you really?
Whoa, what is that?
Do the thing.
Ah!
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm
The
so
gods have also heard your pleas.
Thank freaking fracking freak frack.
Please just say fuck.
I do too much.
That's fair. Okay.
Okay, so I got a nat 20 plus my spell attack roll is a plus 12? Plus 12. So
Okay.
32? No.
All right.
32?
So obviously that's a crit. So double the damage, I guess.
Sweet.
He still has
Okay.
the damage from earlier where I smacked him in the face with spell strike, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while.
He hasn't gotten a nap.
We haven't gotten a nap, so why would he get a nap?
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have an Alona, so suck it. All right. I'm gonna do this math real fast. All right, so Searing Light is 5d6 fire damage plus I'm gonna have to use my digital dice roller for this because this is actually a lot. Okay, so it's 5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus he's a fiend, so that means he gets an extra 5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's right. It's the greatest Barghest all over again. It's like 20d6 then, right?
What?
I told because it's
No,
double.
it's 10.
Yeah, it's
It's-
10 and then it's double.
It's 5 and 5, which makes 10 and 10, which means it's 20d6.
That's so much. That's so many dice.
Do I
Mhm.
have to roll 20 or can I just roll 10 and then double that?
You can roll 10 and double it.
I'm gonna do that. That sounds like a better choice to me.
Wait, is it 10
Um,
and then doubled again?
No. She's rolling
No.
10d6 and then doubling whatever that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then plus, does my modifier get doubled too on like
Any bonuses to damage, if stated, yeah, also doubles on a crit.
holy shnikes. Okay,
Yeah.
plus 10.
I mean, it's holy damage against the demon.
It is.
And you crit.
That's right.
You did your job, your holy job.
Amazing. I Hadouken him. That's
Oh, no.
72 points of damage.
72 points. Is that before or after the double?
That's after the double.
Okay. Cool. Dope.
What?
Also, it's great to have you back, Wes.
There we are.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
Yes.
Yay.
Now, describe for me what Searing Light looks like.
So for Lona, it's going to look a little different. So since Aphra is the goddess of light as one of her domains, out of both of Alona's palms, you are going to see her. Ironically, her the prayer stance for Aphra is 2 open palms facing up. So you are like literally sending all of your energy up when you pray. So basically imagine that except extended outwards. So Alona is going to take it. She's going to take the energy from the sky. So she's going to take it from Aphra. She's going to ball it up and she's going to shoot it at the malefactor. And from her palms, you'll see a passion flower bloom. And then just a gigantic ray of searing light exit her palms from the flower.
So you are literally just like creating this holy Kamehameha. I freaking love it.
Yep.
As the demon is running away after Lord Puck, you see him turn, look in terror, put up his hands to protect himself as the light washes over him. As you can hear a loud scream of pain and torture. When the light fades, you see his body charred. You see the visage of the steel starting to kind of drip off of him. You see the face of Lord Puck start to melt off, and the face of Dragon's father starting to reform underneath it. And even that looks burnt and scarred.
Wait, it hit Lord Puck too?
Well, no, the face of Lord Puck, like the fake face
He
of Lord Puck he was
transformed
putting
into him,
himself in.
remember?
Oh, okay.
Thank
So-
God, because I was also concerned about that as well.
So with that, he looks to you. All right, fine. I was going to torture the little shit. Now I'm going to kill him. And he runs with a limp, because in that one shot, you bloodied this creature.
Yep.
Telekinetic projectile to try
I'm-
and launch his metal boot backwards to try and trip him and make him fall on his face.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, I'm good at this one. Okay, that's a 29.
29.
We've been rolling like crap all night.
And now I started to roll well. Don't tell me you rolled like a 9th nat 20 tonight.
You said it was a 29, correct?
It's 29.
You beat it by 1.
Yay. This dice. Mwah.
So as you grab him by the boot and just kind of force him to trip, he falls prone and then vanishes in purple fire. But you can still hear the running of Lord Puck going down and around the backside of the Raskuchin Manor. Do you wish to follow him?
Absolutely. And I'd like to use experienced tracker to do so.
Okay. Okay. Give me a quick check.
Okay. 19.
19. So even though Puck has a huge advantage, using your ability to track and pattern recognition and all these amazing things, you are able to lead everyone down and around and run after where Puck has run off to. You find a giant metal door on the bottom rear side of the building. You open it up, and as you start running through pitch blackness, you start having this horrible feeling. A familiar feeling that makes your blood run cold and land like lead into your belly as your hair stands up on the back of your neck. Running farther and farther, you can hear in the darkness the plodding, running footsteps of Lord Puck until finally a red, dull, rusty light brings to life the horrible reality.
Oh, balls.
You see in old Inshellatorian letters inscribed on a rusty steel wall with almost like a door from a submarine kind of wrenched open, the words, "The Womb." And upon running inside, you see rusty, blood-stained metal, massive tubes with this thick blue liquid that just bubbles every few seconds. You see Puck running into the room looking confused and panicked. And one of the pods with this liquid opens up, liquid spilling everywhere. And a corpse lands in the arms of the demon, who just absorbs it into their body. It's good to have you back, Princey boy. I watched over your stupid body while we grew it back from the stain that you left when you were killed. I don't know how we got the damn soul in there to work, but you know what? You give a demon enough time and he can solve any problem. And now, I'm going to solve the problem of killing you. Fitting. This is where your second life began. And this is where your second life is going to end. And this is where we're going to end episode 23, season 2 of Edge of Legend. And to confirm, Puck is still alive, cowering in a corner. Well, with that,
not alone this time, motherfucker.
Well, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Let us say our goodbyes so we can all have a stiff drink and go to bed. Let's start with Randy. Randy, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Yeah, hey everybody, I'm Randy Alvarenga. You can find me on Twitter at Rollerraja. That's ROLLERRAJA, where I'll talk about all the cool stuff that's going on. My brain's not working. It's late and today was stressful. So thanks, PJ.
I'm sorry. Hope you have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Sidney, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Oh, hello. My name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. When I'm not here, these beautiful people, literally every Wednesday. I am in a necrobiotic campaign. It's a mini campaign, and we are entering our last 2 episodes. So if necrobiotic as a setting is really interesting to you, please check us out on Saturday from 3 o'clock p.m. PST until 6 p.m. PST. It is dramatic AF, and the plot only thickens. It just keeps thickening. It's gonna thicken until the very end. So if that sounds cool to you, come visit me there. It's on Weave the Tale. And yeah, there's other things coming. I can't talk about them yet. Have a good night, next person.
All right. Kylie Miller, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi there, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life all over the internet, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Keep an eye out on TikTok and Instagram. I am going to be having quite a bit of Star Wars content coming out with some shoots that I have planned. My beautiful cast, feel free to message me and if you want any of that info. When I'm not here with all of these amazing people, including Joe, you can find me at World Tree Quest on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we are trying to figure out how to stop the darkness and not end humanity at the same time. But you might want to check it out before I go on vacation back home to the East Coast, which is in 2 weeks. Come hang out before then, though. That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, next up, Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, everybody. I'm Wes Johnson, aka Wes_IRL on all of the things. You can find me Fridays on Yeet for Initiative as the Dungeon Master with PJ as one of my lovely players. Unfortunately, we will not be there this Friday because one of our players, Odd, is having surgery. So they will be out. So next week we will be around. Oh, wait, no. Yes, we will be around next week. But then that's it for me.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.megaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Come find me, confirm me, and let's have fun. And when I'm not here with these amazing legends, normally you can see me at E for Initiative, but you know what? Hey, life happens. We have to respect that, and that's amazing. So we're going to be taking this week off, like they said. A new episode of the All Night Society, a podcast with Queen Court Games that yours truly is playing a new character in. The second episode I got to be in dropped yesterday. I listened to it at the gym. I laughed my ass off. Go check it out, the All Night Society on Spotify. And more announcements as it's happening. Also, look forward to sometime at the end of summer, maybe an announcement about Wayward Arcadium Season 2. We'll give you more details later. And I think more announcements as we can tell them to you. And before we raid, I want to thank the man, the myth, the butt-kicking Mr. Joe for not only coming in clutch and saving the heroes, but also coming in clutch every week and making this show even possible. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't even be here. And I thank you so much, Joe. You're amazing. That being said, let's find someone to raid.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
Thank you, Joe.
absolutely.
Thank you.
See, I'm thinking about, Hero Zone is doing some Dungeons and Dragons. Let's go raid Hero Zone. What should our battle cry be?
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right.
for real. Yes. Can confirm.
All
Much
right.
like-
Well, we are going to be raiding the battle cry. We thank you, Joe. And it's thinking. It's being awkward now.
It's ticking down on my screen.
There we go. Now I'm seeing it. We're going to be raiding in 3, 2, 1. Have a good night, everyone.
Mwah.